Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you, my dear Scorpios, on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have your own card. The death card represents Scorpio. This is you, all up in your power and all up in your salty Scorpio goodness. I don't know, I'm feeling very theatrical all of a sudden. I must have got my second wind. So yeah, this week it's really just about you being in your own energy and really feeling your own oats, right? And this is actually a good thing. Scorpios have been, and I don't say this as a derogatory, but you kind of been off your game for a while, right? There's been a lot of weird energy going on, a lot of weird transits. 2020 is the next year that must not be named. The last one was 2016, like, you'll remember that one, right? So, you know, 2020 is kind of like you know, the big brother, you know, right, of 2016. And you guys have been off your game a little bit, and I feel like this week you're kind of getting it all back. You know, Scorpio got her groove back, or his groove back. Like, you know, I like that energy for you. The death card, remember, it always shows up in a way because it gives you that kind of, it presents you with a choice. It kind of says something is already ending, something is already on its way out. What are you going to do about it? And the other thing with the death card as well, it can see you really asking, or see you really asking yourself, or having to ask yourself, what is it that I am truly, what is my truest desire here? What is my deepest motivation? You know, what is it? Am I coming from that place of love? Am I coming from that place of fear, right? You know, there's that saying that there are only two motivations. Well, this week you're going to have to ask yourself, which one is it? Which one of those motivations are you standing behind this week? Which one are you acting from this week? For your actions and options, you have the 10 of Wands, that release of the burden, finally, right? This is why I said, I feel like this is about you guys really getting back to yourselves, really getting back to all of that. And I feel like a lot of this is because you are shrugging off other people's bullshit, to be quite honest, right? This is the thing as well, because, you know, everyone says, oh, Scorpios are cold and they're this and they're distant and da-da-da and secretive. Yes, they're all of those things, but they're also marvelously kind. They're also very generous, and this is why when you wrong them, they really feel it, because it's like, hang on a sec, I ain't just let anybody into my inner sanctum. So the fact that I'm letting you in and you're doing me a dirty, do you know what I mean? We're not cool there. We're not going back to being cool ever. Right? Y'all never forget, let's be honest. And this 10 of Wands kind of says this is about you really releasing that, the burdens, the baggage, the stuff that belongs to other people. All of it. This is the week where you are releasing that. And as an actions card, this will see you being very proactive about your physical health. It will see you being very proactive about your, you know, if it were your physical body, we'd be talking about your spine, your back, your muscles. But this is about you really coming correct for yourself this week. And the way that you do that is by releasing other people's crap. Which is great, fantastic. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Page of Cups. And I love this. I love this, right? Because what does it tell us? There's a few things here. The first one, this is a time sequence. So the Page of Cups coupled with the Death card, that represents the time of year of Scorpio season. So whatever you are doing, working on, whatever happens this week, you will be revisiting it again in late September, in mid-October going into like early November. So Scorpio season, pay attention to what conversations come up this week, because the chances are you'll be either having them again later on, or something that you are working with on or around this week could be coming up again in Scorpio season. So that's the first thing, as a time sequence. The second thing is this, one of the things that I'm loving that's happened for you guys, and maybe this is the reason the universe has had to take you off your game, because you are admitting so much more of your vulnerability. And I think what you're starting to realize is that it makes you more attractive, that it makes you more beautiful, that this person who's always got their ish together, that's always got their stuff together, that's always shows up, that's always helping other people, that's actually generous, but is also really mysterious and stoic, that this amazing person also has a vulnerability. This person is actually human. It is, if anything, it's only served to make you more attractive to people, to friends, to potential lovers, to employers, to people that already employ you or work with you. It's only serving to make you more wholesome to other people. And so admitting that vulnerability is great. This week as well, it looks like you are not only opening that up more, but I think you're going to show people in a more demonstrative way that you know, how you love, how you are, how you show up for your people. I think this is going to be very much you sharing some of your own stories about maybe some of your own history. Not all of it, because obviously you're still a Scorpio, right? Let's not get it twisted. For your money and materials, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Money looks good this week, but remember, the 9 of Pentacles is where you've hung the picture. You haven't quite got to that point where you can enjoy it yet, right? So you're just checking the final details. But whatever financial moves you have made, it looks like this week you're going to start to realize, you know what, I've actually done really well. Finances look good this week. It also looks like you are starting to understand what your longer financial goals look like, and what the terms and conditions of you reaching them are actually going to be. For your physical health, this is a week where you probably want to look after your digestive system, right? So pay attention to what you're eating, the time that you're eating at, all of that kind of stuff. And then for your physical home and environment, it looks like you are either doing more works, or you're looking at what it is that you want to do next. Like, what is the next thing that I want to do for, with, or around the home? And then finally, for your love and relations, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is beautiful, right? Because there is a new start coming in here. And remember, I said you're not quite there. Look at that. The Ace of Pentacles is the 1. The 9 of Pentacles is there. Your finances not only look like they're good, especially for those of you that are partnered. There's something about your money that eases this week. And also, you may very well find this week as well that your partner's money's finances just improve, or your collective financial pot improves. For those of you that are single, it does look like you are either meeting somebody at work, or you're going to see somebody that you work with in a completely different light, and probably more attractive. And I actually feel like this is opening up for you as well. So it's kind of like, as much as they're learning about you and who you are that they didn't realize, the same is happening in return, which is really, really nice energy. For those of you that are partnered or coupled or married, yeah, it just looks like there's either new work on the horizon for the partner, or something about their money is changing, which collectively, you know, it helps the collective in some way, shape or form. Either which way though, I actually feel like this is going to be a really nice week for you guys. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Don't forget to check in with yourself and ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I truly desire? Take care, and I'll see you soon.